Go ahead.
You're the racist.
I am.
Thanks. I'm a goddamn war vet. He's a war vet. And what are you?
Military vet Chad has an axe to grind.
College punk that don't even know what time it is?
Really?
Yeah.
And that's because I wore a Black Lives Matter mask.
With some supporting Black Lives Matter.
Yes, because you're a goddamn racist.
Cool, buddy.
You are a racist.
Okay.
You call me a racist, you're a racist.
I never called you a racist. I said Black Lives Matter, buddy.
And projecting their racism onto someone pleading for equality.
I suppose you kneel for the flag, too.
I said Black Lives Matter, and you are so triggered because I had a mask that says Black Lives Matter because I value black lives, clearly.
So let's dissect. Officer Chad here gets ticked that someone had the gall and nerve to say 3 words.
We can't even agree on Black Lives Matter. That's a controversial statement. Black Lives Matter. Not matters more than you, just matters.
The crux of the issue, the Chads and Karens of the world need it drawn out in picture form, much like their president's daily briefings. It's pathetic, but America is not the brightest. We flex our muscles in the form of guns, politicians wanting dead presidents to fund F-35 jets under a bill that asks for funding because of a pandemic that they botched.
And when you say Black Lives Matter, that's inherently racist.
So you won't say Black Lives Matter?
John, I really believe that all lives matter.
It's the saying that grinds this white privilege like they haven't had a golden ticket because of their race in this country.
Critics calling it the dumbest answer at the Democratic debate. Before the candidates hit the stage, I said on the 5, my #1 question would be, do Black Lives Matter or do all lives matter?
This is what Chad and Karen take as legitimate news sources.
Isn't the president supposed to believe all American lives matter?
I don't know. Is he? When white supremacists with automatic weapons descended on the Michigan Capitol in Charlottesville, Heather Heyer was murdered by a white supremacist, and Trump called him this.
But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
But when it comes to patrons in Minneapolis protesting the unjust murder of George Floyd,
it's a lot of radical left bad people. The mobs are devastating the life's work of good people. Anarchy, criminals and vandals, radical left criminals, thugs.
If all lives matter, why does Donald Trump not value anyone's life but his own? If all lives matter, why are children still in cages? Why are those seeking asylum from unruly countries not being granted their legal right? If all lives matter, why is the Republican Party doing exactly the opposite as illustrated right freaking here? If all lives matter, why is Donald Trump whining and dining at his properties, wasting our taxpayer money to pump revenue into his failed resorts, golf courses, and yet we still have the Trump breadlines, which is a continued theme to this day. If all lives mattered, why are armed white supremacists allowed to protest but not a quarterback with a silent, nonviolent knee? That's the messaging of responding with those 3 words.